Hello everyone and welcome to Unity 5 beginner tutorials. So we'll be creating a terrain today, and terrain would have mountains, then we'll add some texture to the mountains, we'll add some trees, some grass, some water and a skybox. So this is how a Unity interface looks like when we start, and we need to go to game object, add a 3D object and terrain onto a 3D object. This is what a terrain would look like, and we just switch on the light. Now this is on the inspector window. These are the functionalities that have been provided. So this, if you just hover around this particular button, it will say raise and lower the terrain height, and this is what exactly we are going to do. We'll go over all of these one by one and then you'll get to know. But first what we'll do is we'll see the changes in our terrain from the perspective of a character. So what it means is, I hope you should have imported the standard assets and go to characters, first person, prefabs, rigid body, add a character to the terrain. Let's get him in the center. Double click on the controller and make sure that he is above the terrain, otherwise the character would just fall through. Then click on play. Now this is how the characters see the terrain. So to come out of it, press escape, you'll get your cursor back and click on play. Now I am getting a full screen window because I have selected maximize on play. So this is what it depends, you want to maximize or not. So coming back to terrain, double click on the terrain, go to scene. So just move a little back, click on the mountain. Now these are various brushes, so we'll just go through some of them so you'll get an idea. So this is the brush size, brush opacity, and you have to left click and just see the difference. You can create mountain, you just slide the mouse and you will get a mountain range. Just a simple drag and drop kind of a process you need to follow. Now this is you can change the brush or the brush size and brush settings and see the difference in what you create. Now let's see this from the perspective of the character. So this is what he sees. Initially there was a plain land, now there are mountains all around. Press escape and come back to the scene. Now let's have some different kind of let's select this brush, and this will create a different terrain. If you select this type, it will have something else. They are more pointed sort of peaks. Click star and you will get star kind of a terrain. Click on this and you will get some more terrain like this. So you can keep experimenting with that with these options and get basically whatever you want depending upon your game requirements. Let's go to in the controller. Now what you see is the controller is stuck somewhere beneath the mountain, so we need to get him out. So let's get the character out and let's see what he views now. What he sees is Again, some different mountains have grown around him. Alright, so again coming back to terrain. So this one creates a mountain. Now in case you want to get the adjust the level of the mountain, the second option is there, set the terrain height, it mentions. So click on that and you can reduce the height according to the option you have chosen. Now let me select this one and reduce the height more uniformly. Terrain height. What it means is that gone too far. Basically all the pointed edges will get smoothened out if you select this one. Okay, so overall you have got these smooth sort of edges now. Next step is let's add some texture. Select this, edit texture, add texture. On the pop-up you select. Now depending upon what all assets you have imported, you will be getting some options. Now I've got here trees and some other options. Yeah, so this is what I was looking for. Let's select a forest floor, add, and see, this is what you've got, the forest floor, and I can edit it. Wait, let me just go back to character and see what does the character see. Alright, this is how your character will see the terrain. Let's take him to a height and so that it gets a better perspective. Got the character to a side and now it will be easier to basically see that what all changes in the terrain that we have made. So this is how the terrain texture now looks like. Press escape, go back, and in case you want to change the texture, again you need to go to the terrain and click on this brush, edit texture, you click on edit and let's select something else. Forest floor, let's select muddy grass, apply, and what we'll see now is complete mud. Yeah, see the change overall. Let's get back, and so we've got the texture. Now let's add some trees. Now this icon represents that you can place some trees in your terrain. So click on this, edit trees, let's select broadleaf, and let's go a bit closer, just one. Let's place the trees near the character. So you can brush size, again you can adjust here, and in case I increase the brush size, you'll have more trees. Okay, so place some trees. Let's go. Yeah, so these are the trees. All right, and let's add some variety. Escape, press on play again, go back to the scene. Let me add some more trees, edit trees, add tree, and let's have some bend factor. Now the trees are straight, let's add a 3 as the bend factor, and let's have broadleaf mobile, add, just reduce the brush size, it's very high. So we have got the trees. Now let's get some grass. Click on the grass and again edit details, add grass texture. So depending upon the kind of assets, look for some grass. You will get, this is a hilly grass. Click on it. Let's stick to the default parameters, otherwise you can just go through it. Minimum width, minimum height, max height, noise spread. You can play around with these parameters and see how different it comes. And click there, and now in case we go closer, we'll get to know if the grass has been added. Yeah, so we can see the green patch there, so that is the grass. Click, and yeah, that is the grass. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, this one looks a bit grassy. Yeah, it's waving also. You can go through it and enjoy the landscape. Press the space bar, you can jump and get a better perspective. Press escape, go back. Now one more thing that we can add over here is the wind zone. 3D object and select wind zone. Wind zone is here. You made it turbulence. You can just, let's increase the turbulence, and we have to, let's place it near the rigid body controller. Now where is it? 287. The position of the characters 287, 63, 96. Let's get the wind zone near it. 287, 63, 96, where we want it. Now this is a directional wind. That's why this particular icon is coming. So we'll see the trees swaying towards this side. It takes a bit to start. Yeah, so you can see the trees are moving and the grass would also move. Let's see the grass. Yeah. So we have got the grass, the texture, the wind and everything. Now let's get the Skybox. Okay, you need to select the main camera of the rigid body controller, and here you add component, add Skybox, and again click on the icon Skybox. Sky. Let's select Sky 9, and this is what you're going to see. You can see here the camera preview. You're going to have something different now. Yeah. So even the sky is different and the landscape is different. Appears different to me now. Alright, so this is the terrain we have. Let's add some water. How do we add water? Go to Assets, Standard Assets, Environment, Water. Again, this is also part of the free standard asset package. Go to Water, Advanced, Water Simple. Let's select Advanced and place it somewhere here to increase the size. Let's all the 3 bars will increase, and what we'll get is a complete water body in our terrain, and it doesn't spill over. That's the best part. Alright, this is what you get to see. You can even go inside water and do whatever you want to do. Okay, have a happy swim, and thank you for watching the video, and do remember to subscribe. Thank you. Enjoy the wind, enjoy the texture, enjoy the water, enjoy the Skybox, and keep practicing, keep playing around and keep learning.